This is Scott Becker with the Becker's Private Equity Podcast. Today's discussion the title is Champagne Taste and Beer Money. So one of the keys, if you want to build net worth, is you can't have this vicious combination of eyes wide open, champagne taste, wanting everything that, everybody wants to sell you. And we're in a very consumer-centric world where between social media, friends, everything else, the amount of advertising that hits us, it is very hard to avoid impulses. I try and keep my impulses to relatively inexpensive things. I've never seen a black vest. My kids tease me about it that I don't love. I've never seen a pair of golf shoes I don't love, gym shoes, and it's a constant effort to say no, to sort of avoid champagne expenditures but having beer money. And so many people that I know constantly end up in financial trouble because they can't fight off those impulses. To me, it's like dieting. It is so hard to fight off those impulses to buy the shiny object that I see. It's very similar to me, like to dieting and watching my weight, but it's very hard. But many people have what I think of as champagne taste and beer money, and this is a combination for financial ruin or constantly being in financial trouble. If you want the $100,000 car, but you buy the $40,000 car, do everything you can. Talk to your therapist, whatever it takes to get comfortable driving the $40,000 car, not the $100,000 car, whatever those numbers are. The same thing with housing, the same thing with expenditures. Don't go to the $300 meal when you could go to the $50 meal. But this concept of champagne taste and beer money is the worst of combinations. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity Podcast. We all fight this to different degrees. The concept of being self-aware of it and keeping it under control. I try and get most of my purchases done with things that won't cost me a ton of money to give me that sort of, that rush that's got a spacing on the word, but that rush that comes from shopping, whatever it is, but try and do it on the cheap to take care of those impulses and give me that adrenaline rush. In any event, thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity Podcast. If I could do the same thing with dieting and pick the better snack, the better food, I'd be in great shape. Thank you for listening.